Hi, my name is Tengah, and I am here at Sundance to represent the Houston AAPI Film Festival, in short called Happy Fest. That's HAAPI Fest. And we're here just to celebrate AAPI films in media, and we're here to just connect with any other organizations or people that would like to learn a little bit more about films and, of course, filmmakers.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the festival for people that have never been or have never been to Houston?
Happy Fest, sure. Happy Fest usually runs at the tail end of the AAPI Heritage Month, which is in May. We are in the tail end, which is we're at May 28th through June 15th. So just a little bit about Happy Fest. Happy Fest usually runs at the end of AAPI Heritage Month, which is May, and it rolls over to LGBT Month, which is June. So this year, our scheduled date is May 29th through June 14th. That includes online and in-person screenings. We screen features, documentary features, narrative features, short documentaries, and narrative shorts. And also, what's something special about Happy Fest is that we're a small boutique festival where we really get to know the directors and give the directors a chance to really interact with the audience. It's not such a big crowd, whereas there's too many people, but it gives you a chance to, let's say, to get to know people, your fans, and also it gives the fans to get to know a little bit more about the director and have a great conversation about the film.
Awesome. So, what kind of films are you showing there?
Happy Fest usually screens films. Happy Fest was born out of an organization called OCA, which is the Organization for Community Advocates. And what we do is that organization is mainly a social justice organization. And Happy Fest is one of Happy Fest's core is that we cater films around edutainment and civil rights issues that have gone around, that have has happened in the Asian American community, and we document those, we share it to the community, and this is what's happening and how can we be a better place, and also how can we make change and educate people. One of my director would call it edutainment, where you're screening films, but when people come, you're watching a film, but you didn't know that you're actually being educated at the same time. So a lot of the films that are being submitted, it would help people understand a little bit more about, dive deeper into some Asian American social issues. But besides that, we do have a lot of other talent in our community. So there are a lot of narratives from shorts or feature narratives, and we also get those submissions, and we also would love to screen those as well. But overall, I would like to say that Happy Fest is about sharing AAPI stories through the lens of AAPI artists, whether it's on screen or behind the camera.
Okay, cool. And how does it kind of interplay with the culture in Houston?
Oh,
Because a lot of people do. A lot of people just know Houston for the airport, not for the culture.
yes. So if you have never been to Houston, I would like to say that Houston definitely is a melting pot of the Asian American culture. We have an international district, we have Vietnamese town, we have Chinatown, we have a mini Korean town, and you know what? Even though those towns are a little bit, some of them were a little bit segregated, because depending on when they all settled there in Houston, but I feel like now is becoming a big, huge melting pot of a diverse culture, and just a mesh culture. And you know what? Although we do have our own individual cultures and although we do have our own culture and our own ways of doing things among the AAPI community, but I feel like as one whole community, I think it's getting really
Tell us, what are you doing here at Sundance? Tell us about Film Houston and the Film Texas.
Sure. Well, one of the big reasons why we are here is that we would like other film festivals and Sundance to know about Happy Fest. We have been around since 2004, and we didn't really have an opportunity to really go to Sundance before because of funding. but the past few years we were very fortunate to have funders help us that gave the crew our crew, meaning me or programmers, to go and experience Sundance and tell the rest of the festivals we are here. So I think that's one of the biggest opportunities that we've had the past couple years. And secondly, I feel like Sundance is a place where we can connect with other festival goers, film lovers, and everyone behind the scenes and production work. I mean, it's just a little bit of everything. If you love film, you love to watch films, you love to be in films, you love to act, I think it's a really great place. And lastly, it's a really great place to connect with people. Seeing them face to face, and because it happens at the beginning of the year, it's almost like planning out your year for the festival, getting great ideas. I mean, rebooting yourself for the year that, hey, what kind of community ideas that I can come with. And it's so great that this year that I have been very fortunate to be able to meet a lot of other AAPI festivals, and along with other festivals around the US, that we were able to exchange ideas and, hey, what's been working in your area, in your community, and how can we exchange ideas so that we all grow our festivals together and support artists, filmmakers, and moviegoers.
Great. And what about some of the incentives in Texas?
Incentives in Texas, well, right now there are a lot of. So I represent Houston film, and I'm from Houston, Texas, and I've always had a dream to leave Houston to go to LA, but I decided to stay and support my own hometown and become a filmmaker there. And luckily, the past couple of years, we've been having a lot of incentives from the government to incentivize filmmakers to come to Texas and create films there. We work with the Houston Film Commission to get more details on that, because I don't know all the details.
Yeah.
But if you're really interested, the Houston Film Commission has a lot of details about getting rebates on
incentives.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Incentives if you film your film in Houston, not just Houston, but Texas.
And you're also a filmmaker. So tell us about what you're working on right now.
Hi, so besides being the director for Happy Fest, I also am a filmmaker and a storyteller, I would kind of say. And right now I am working on a documentary called Mini Hooves, Big Hearts. And basically, in a sense, I guess one of the taglines could be, what is it really about? It could be they're not
ponies.
So the tagline for this film would probably, in one sentence, would be they're not ponies. And a co-writer helped me come up with that. And it's just a little bit it's really about the journey of miniature horses and how they can become a companion for you. They can become mental health, like for instance, a mental health assistant, just by being around animals such as dogs. They're like companions, right? But think about it like miniature horses can be that type of companion. And also, if people have farms and the space, people raise them. People can raise them. They're not as intimidating as big, large horses, and feeding them and taking care of them is probably a lot easier as well. So I'm just going to give you that part. Awesome. And we're still in editing phase, and we're still trying to.
You're editing, so you filmed it already.
We did.
Oh,
we filmed
amazing.
it already, but we are still working on a lot of tweaks and stuff like that, and see where we're at, and if we need to film more. I think it's more like in a very massaging process.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
it takes time. You can be patient.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, what are you looking forward to for 2026?
Well, for 2026, we have a lot going on. I mean, I hope that our documentary goes out. I hope that our documentary gets released. Happy Fest is successful, and we are able to connect with a lot more other festivals and just grow the community in Texas filmmaking.
That's awesome. Last question. Why is it so important for independent filmmakers to attend a festival like Sundance and Happy Fest? Anything from big to the small festivals. Why is it so important?
Becoming from a small town, growing up in a small town myself, I think most people, I could say for myself, that most people just want to be heard. And whether you are a short filmmaker, a short film filmmaker, or a feature filmmaker, I think you just want people, when you create your product, you want someone out there to watch it. So by us creating the festival like Happy Fest, we allow filmmakers a space for them to show their artwork to the world. And small festivals like us, we have around a 2 to 3 year window of final production, because we are a little bit flexible with that for submissions, because we feel that there's only so many films that we can screen a year, but just because we can only screen an X amount, then we are actually sometimes we're leaving out some other really good films. So that's why we really want to screen as many good films, even though good films as possible. So at the end of the day, we like to give the artist a way into the world to reach the audience that they would like to touch with their films and impact.
Awesome. Any final words?
Thank you so much for having me here. And this is my third Sundance and last Sundance in Utah, but hopefully that won't be the last. And thank you so much
We'll see you in Boulder.
for having me today. And see you in Boulder.
See you in Boulder.
Bye.